So Sunday, I think, is going to be one of my favorite tracks off of Harvey, just because the beat itself was one of the first times I started doing a lot of things. It's one of the first times that I threw in guitar riffs. It's one of the first times I played my bass in, which I never do even now. And I also experimented with having like a straight up A section, a B section, and like a hook section, where the second verse is completely different from the first verse. But basically, the main part of the beat was from this sample that I chopped up, and it started out like this. And with that, there was a lot of space in between the phrases, so I chopped up the sample again, and then just got this going in the background. And I guess at some point, I made this beat so long ago, so I don't remember really. At some point, I decided to start doing some weird guitar shit, and I added this to it. Another thing that I did that I liked a lot on this beat is I played in a bass line. So occasionally when that bass isn't playing, I did something weird that I don't do all that often, which is I threw in an 808 kick as an alternate bass. And that was just there just to kind of add some tension, and it worked out really well for the second part of this beat. When it came to the idea of actually forming an EP, this was one of the beats I had in mind, and then I wrote like a simple little fucking hook. I sent that over to Joey, and when we got back together, he had a verse going. But what was cool about that hook is I met another really close friend of mine, and she sings, and I thought she would be a really good fit. So it was actually the first time of me recording female vocals and also doing female vocals along with my vocals, and I think that was a really cool, happy accident and great addition to this track. So I'm really happy about how that sounded. Give you a taste of that real quick.
I just wanna go back to those days. I just wanna lose track of all my time. I just wanna go back to those days. I just wanna lose track of all my time.
Good times. Good times collaborating with some of my favorite people. It's definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite, off of Harvey, and I think it's going to be some other people's favorites too. So I hope you like it. Stay inspired, y'all. It's Cho.
I just wanna lose track of all my time.
God damn, I can't sing. Y'all singing ass bitches. Aight, yo, look, real talk. Sundays, other days that we can keep.